CMA.
Well, it's kind of a mixed picture in the Greater China markets, typical of the region today, and investors in this region were undoubtedly keeping their eye on the pre-recorded addresses of both the U.S. and Chinese presidents to the UN General Assembly. Well, the EV maker with interest both in the U.S. and China, Tesla, also was announcing plans to the shareholders today to produce its own batteries. But caution with the delivery of those units was weighing on Tesla's share price and those of its battery suppliers here in Asia. So if we take a look at South Korea's LG Chem, they supply battery cells to Tesla's factory in Shanghai. Tesla is also currently producing batteries of their own in partnership with Japan's Panasonic for its factory in the U.S. state of Nevada. So let's get a considered view of the future of U.S.-China relations on the regional economies here and speak with Gemma Guyari. He's CEO and founder of Astronaci International, and he's speaking to us today from Jakarta. So, Gemma, tell us about the impact of those increasing tensions between the U.S. and China on the markets here. Are we really expecting China to be able to stick with its well-telegraphed timelines? You know, it's got markers set for 2025, 2040, 2050, etc. If China makes that successful economic recovery, can it take the rest of this region with it?
All right. So as we believe since July 2020, we know that the USA and China entered a Cold War triggered by the coronavirus blaming drama and followed by the South China Sea tension. And we believe there is a strong correlation between the China 2025, the Made in China culture and vision, and also about the 14 5-year plan for high-end manufacture. And this, we believe that the United States really is afraid on this case. So let's say that the China successfully shift from the low-end industrial or technology manufacturer to the high-end, that will be a big issue for the market share for the United States, since we believe the Silicon Valley contributes a lot of technology in this world. And I'm pretty sure that this kind of Cold War between China and the United States will be continued for the next 1 or 2 years. And the goal is to participate in any business of China. We can see, like last week, Donald Trump talked about banning the TikTok and the WeChat, and finally they agreed to participate by the ownership of both very famous apps. And the global economy will be industrial supply chains disruption that will impact to the slower economic growth. That's in my opinion.
Okay, so Gemma, as we try to approach the end of 2020, there's so many in this region ready for 2024 already. Talk to us very briefly about the industrial supply chain disruptions we've seen all year on economic recovery for emerging markets here in Asia.
Okay, let's take this way. The United States sends a lot of manufacturing order to China. And after China does a lot of industrial supply chain to the United States, and then the U.S. will sell their product to Asia, to any emerging market countries. Then finally, on this Cold War, the supply chain will be get a lot of troubles. But this will also be a beneficiary for countries like Indonesia. I hear from some companies here, they starting get an order from United States. Previously, the U.S. sent the order to China, but because of this Cold War, they tried to shift the manufacturer order to another emerging market country like Vietnam, and then Thailand, also Indonesia. So this will be another benefit for another emerging country. But overall, this kind of supply chain disruptions will hit for the global economy growth. Of course, we are going to enter the recession soon, the technical recession, and this will also accelerate that pace.
So, Gemma, the whole of Asia is not homogeneous. You know, it's like the continent of Africa. There are many unique distinguishing features of all the Asian states here. But for Indonesia, where you're at, what is the view of President Jokowi's economic recovery plan? Is it bearing fruit? And what is the impact of U.S.-China relations for Indonesia? It is Southeast Asia's largest economy.
Yeah, for us, that will be a positive, actually, because we got opportunity to compete with China to do a lot of job for the United States or even Europe, because both that giant countries send a lot of amount of orders to China, and now we get a share to do some work because of that bad relationship, right? And when we talk about our internal, for President Jokowi, they plan to make like U-shaped recovery since we also have a very bad impact of the COVID-19 outbreak. Now it's in Jakarta only is about 4,000 positive test case every day now. So we're doing another lockdown, and our finance minister, Ibu Sri Mulyani, she thinks that we're going to enter the technical recession on the Q3 2020. So we have a huge challenge as well to compete with the other countries, and we try to survive on these economic problems. But we believe that Indonesia is still better than the other, reflecting from the stock market. The Jakarta Composite Index can still go higher next year, I believe.
Clearly, we're all going to be better off together rather than divided. Gemma Guryadi, thank you very much for sharing that analysis today. Well, that's going to do it for us on this edition of Asia First. Thanks very much for your company. We'll be back tomorrow.
I'll see you then.
Have a great day ahead. Bye for now.